Diego's the immortal VP.
Naku, lakad mo tatang, lakad mo tatang!
Normally.
That, well, it's going to be Mars versus Batrider on the mid lane, and that's a little bit of a struggle, I think, for Mars early on. You can always rebuke the Nyx Assassin. It keeps balance in the lanes. You know, you get your one ranged hero, one melee hero to kind of even things out, but without anything like the Ogre, it does propose the question whether or not this Nyx Assassin is actually a good 5, and it's a little bit rough. But yeah.
He gets close enough, Gunnar hits him with a second spear.
No, that is super nice from Gunnar. Steals the water and really resets Analog. And Gunnar is playing like someone is able to meet him here, but I think he's just going to walk Analog all the way back to the fountain. This is a little bit of a funny play, but he's got another spear. Yeah.
Bukes up in 2. I think he can get this. He just needs to connect, and there it is. That we actually see that rotation come in right now. And at the moment, Gunnar's a little bit busy. He's dealing with a fight mid as the Hokori. That is the only tree anywhere close to him. And he ends up standing too close as Gunnar gets the kill. Analog is going to commit the lasso there just to make sure he can take down Husky, but now he's trapped in this arena. Z-Freak's rotated his way in. I don't know about this, but he dodges the spear. Actually, he might be able to turn this around. Gunnar, got to be very careful, but Analog, you are still taking a lot of damage. Because the knockback, though, with that flame break, secures the first kill. Now needs help because he is dropping insanely low. Z-Freak takes him down, but the Phoenix will pay for it. Vitaly and the Hokori are there to clean up the fight, and
he got hit up. He wants to be playing with the SK is, and the arrow, is that enough to save Analog's life? I don't know if it is.
He's gonna get slowed by the trap. He at least gets out of the supernova, but he can't dodge the duel. Gunnar with the rebuke will bring that duel to an end, and well, Moo gets another one. That's a big one too, because Analog, well, his rotations are a little. Fortunately, this move is coming just as Hokori are sort of maneuvering away, but they are going to run into each other. Husky leading the charge, so he is going to get all this vision down, looking for the most valuable target, but before he gets the chance, Vitaly makes his move instead, goes in with Yappy. Moo dropping low. They're not able to take him down, but they did get Gunnar up with the, with the lasso. The problem is it's just not enough. He was taking DOT from Z-Freak the entire time.
Lasso him. You're going to want to just kill him off, right? Nice kill.
Okay, good combo. Burrow strike, flame break, arrow doing the work, so Husky gets taken down.
Always talk about it. As soon as that Scotty is built up, then there's not really that easy fight. Then you're on a timer. Then
Husky
struggles are many, but yeah.
He just dove in. He just goes straight for it. Gunnar right behind him. Z-Freak throws out the ult, and that's an... This Mirana's really making him chase, but they did spot... Well, yeah, they did spot him eventually. The duel goes down. The Hokori will fall. Meanwhile, further to the south, Vitaly got in some trouble as well, but he was able to TP home.
Yeah, and honestly, Asgardic is also trying, but failing to survive, but too effective right now, as the gold lead has honestly been trickling more and more in Hokori's favor, and Moo, got that duel.
Vitaly, does he want to get involved? Nice burrow strike, waited until Husky was in position so that he could hit both of them up. Now the Hokori's got to get away. He's going to look for the leap, now trying to TP. That's a very nice ward, and it gets them the vision, but, there we go. Okay. What do we do now, boys? God, E4 Zoomers are not going to be nearly as durable as they charge their way up. The Hokori's going to pop the ult, though, and that forces Husky to miss the stun. They're still going for this, though. They really do want in onto Vitaly, but they're not going to get the latch with that spear. Meanwhile, on the other side of the fight, they jump in onto Moo first, trying to bring him down. They didn't get the LC in time, though. Analog took way too much damage. He is trying to get himself away. They are looking to lock him down. Those move blinks forward. The duel comes in. Analog taken down. The Hokori, though, he's going to buy back. Vitaly, meanwhile, is looking to go in with the epicenter, dishing out a pretty substantial amount of damage as they'll finally kill Moo. They get Husky now as well, but they really do need to get this PL onto his target, trying to spot out that Templar assassin. Cristabile is just getting burned away, and he is going to fall.
On the high ground, and a gamble that he will win, but oh, nope, there's the urn. And now Gunnar...
He didn't actually blink into the pit. He just got to the outer edge. Now Gardic's going to deploy the ult, catching Husky out as well. And somebody... There we go. Yuma's going to pick up the Aegis.
Oh, no.
They get one kill onto Husky. Gunnar is trying to get away. He'll look for the TP home, but the Yules is there to cancel it. Not going to be able to escape. Gunnar, it's a play that you have to try, but...
With the position on the tier 2, but if he found Kustabile...
KB's coming out. Moo looks for the duel that'll lock Analog down. And I do believe, yeah, they're going to be able to get that kill, but Yuma, he's still going to work. He's trapped up in the arena now, and, well, it looks like the plan from Zoomers is just ignore him and go after everyone else, and it's working so far. Analog dead. We'll get Vitaly as well, but now Yuma comes into play. Vitaly actually going to commit a buyback there, but he's not going to be able to immediately rejoin the fight, which means Yuma is really just fighting with the two supports, and they are going to be able to get a very big kill onto Costabile there. Now, though, they need to track down more. Husky trying to buy time with the Carapace.
That's where they are, and I really feel like Zoomers should be ready for this collision course, but, well, there's the egg. They need to help it.
The assistance is coming in, but not in time. Z-Freak taken down. They got a duel onto Yuma, though, but they can't finish him off. And now with the epicenter going, there's just too much damage. Mu gets taken down, buying back immediately. They're still in onto those heroes, though, as Vitaly will fall, but it really is Yuma that they have to deal with, and they haven't been able to do so just yet. But Mu rejoining the fight, looking for the damage, trying to get that PL dead. He's got the doppelganger to work with, though, so he's going to be able to reset, turning around, getting the illusions out. As Gunner is just getting slowed to hell. So many buybacks coming into play as Gardic and Z-Freak will both buy back, but again, you have to deal with Yuma. They do get a nice stun onto him, but where is that lockdown? Doppelganger coming in again, looking to push in onto Costabile, dropping the TA low, taking the TA down. They'll finish off Husky as well. Mu just can't really get anything. He's got 10 seconds for the duel, but I don't know if he's going to even live that long at this point. His BKB is starting to run out of time, and he needs to get away, but he is in a bit of a rough spot. The Gunner pushes in, Satanic active, heals all the way up to full, but again, Yuma is not going down. The man just will not die. Gunner is the one who's going to lose this fight, and up to the north, the duel, it's applied onto Theolacor, but that's going to cost him his own life, and that was a dieback on your Legion commander.
There were two supports still dead back on Zoomers, but they want to drag their opponents out near the pit, and
they got
that's an expensive lasso.
They got in onto Husky. Can they lock him down? Yes, they can, so they will get that first kill. Husky does not have his buyback available, but they really do want to get onto that TA. They know who their target needs to be. The epicenter comes into play now as well. Costabile just gets absolutely blown up. He will buy back, but will he get to the fight in time? Because his teammates, they're just getting absolutely bum rushed. They're dead on Gunner. They'll lose Mu as well. Gunner popping an immediate buyback of his own, but there's no more fight. It's already over. You get your cores back in, but I'm not really sure there's anything they can do now. And Z-Freak.
No.
The jump away, still getting slowed up though, and he is so low in HP. He's just going to pop the ult. Vitaly though comes in with the burrow strike that's going to lock down the Mars, but they really can't get onto the egg this time. Vitaly, however, did dodge out the actual supernova stun. The spear's not enough damage to kill him, and now Gunner is just going to get locked down again. He has no means of getting away from the PL, and that's it. That's the GG.
Yeah, and I think that's where for Zoomers, they have to be kicking themselves a little bit here. What a clean early game from them. Honestly, for the longest time, they were running everything they needed to do. They were getting the pick. I think when you remove Rupture from the Bloodseeker, it's perfect for Vitaly to play in. You really are never going to lose your spiders to the Bloodright. You always have the Silken Bowl, which makes it impossible for the Bloodseeker to...
Just sort of chilling out for the time being, and keep an eye on some developments here, as there is going to be a TP down bot. Z-Freak's coming in because Husky dangerously low there. They will get the glimpse onto Vitaly, pulling the Broodmother back in. The telekinesis now comes into play as well. And Husky, well, he was the...
Because with the push, or with the Creep Life pushing in top, you don't know where the Rubik is. And I think that's where Z-Freak has a very free time when it comes to hiding himself and showing up randomly on these side lanes. But that's also where I think Mu is definitely feeling lonesome right now.
Lonesome and now dead, as Gardic and Yuma realize, hey, Z-Freak's down bot, and he...
Zoomers might need to heavily back off here, but they found a pretty nice stack.
And they are going to be able to steal just about all of this away. Theolacor will come in to try to assist, and now Yuma is actually going to make the move as well. Mu's got to be careful. That ensnare could come into play onto him, but yeah, okay, he's just going to drop the wall into the vacuum. Yuma's in some trouble. Doesn't have a point up in the ult right now, so telekinesis pulls him back in, and four Zoomers get the kill. Theolacor, oh boy. He is standing next to the bear, still had the Ion Shell on him. Z-Freak now is going to get surged forward. He's looking for the fade. Not quite enough damage, but that illusion will get the job.
Too much pressure on mid, so it feels a little bit awkward for them right now. It feels like they want this laning stage to continue, but they're not exactly able to translate any of these objectives. And I think Gunner might be forced to resummon, but he doesn't have it for 70 seconds.
Gotta be real careful with how he plays this one in Analog. He really is chasing after it. Don't know if he's actually going to be able to really make that happen, though, but you are putting more pressure on this middle lanes here. When Tower took a little bit more damage, Analog, though, is now going to get hit by the Rupture. The telekinesis prevents him from getting away, and he might just straight up die here. He doesn't have the durability at the moment. Costabile, that is a very nice play. He lets that Tower do maybe about half the work, dropping the Timbersaw low, Then, at this point, check back in on Vitaly. How is that Orchid? I believe he is finishing it up here. Yeah, all the pieces coming out to him. So, this may be the signal for a new wave of aggression out from that Hokori side. You're going to have him good to go. You're having the Timber Saw. Oh, picking up a kill there. Taking down Costabile. Yuma, though, was hit by the Rupture and doesn't have a TP. Yuma, stop. Oh my god. Well, now he's in trouble. Glimpsed back into the Static Storm. He will be taken down. Just honestly, I think that glimpse was happening no matter what. He might have just wanted to preserve as much health as possible, but ran himself too low. The Static finishes him off. Husky gets the kill, and now the Bear and Gunner kind of coming around on the backside, looking for the play onto Analog. There's going to be the root. The Fear comes in as well. Do they have the damage to take him down? Well, not initially, but a second root from the Bear is going to allow them to pick it up. So Costabile may have...
in the same fashion they did in game 1, but that's also where items like Lotus Orb and Force Step, they need to be built up and coming out from those supports. I hate if they skip a few steps here as they try to get a kill on Analog bottom, and they should have this.
Fear's going to wear off. Another root comes in, and yeah, Analog just can't get away. That's... oof. That is some nice RNG out from the Four Zoomers side, and Analog's game has really sort of dropped off here. Is the Olakor, can he time this up perfectly? No, he just dies kill. But there's going to be that BKB coming into play. Yuma not pulling the trigger on that Song of the Siren just yet as they continue to push forward. They get the snare onto the Disruptor, and now, well, now they can afford to do quite a lot more. Husky is relied upon pretty heavily to reposition these heroes. And Four Zoomers, they still look like they want the fight. Analog, though, tried to get in on the back line. He is trying to run interference here, but Vitaly is so damn low. He's got to back away. He's not going to be able to get out as he will fall. Analog now, he's just going to get rooted up again. There's nothing this Timbersaw can do. The second he goes in, he's immediately handled and pushed back. And now, well, now the Song of the Siren is going to come out, but it's defensive more than anything else, and it's just going to be used to get Yuma back into the base. Hokori, well, they kind of thought that that was their fight. Instead, that
have this lockdown issue. It really is just Fire Blast and Snare, and somebody's got to help Yuma.
Oh my god, he's going to get hit by the Rupture. He can't move. He's just got to fight this out, and he can't do it. That rotation just took way too long, and now Analog, he just chained into the Static Storm. Vitaly, he can't join the fight. He just has to sit back and wait, and Hokori, they are just... they're not on the same page here, ET. That's such a long wraparound. Now they're going to be losing Gardic as well. This is just terrible. I mean, the supports don't last long at all. Vitaly can't get into the fight. Analog at the right time. It's just a matter of, again, can they win this fight? Because if they push forward and lose, they're just going to be kind of SOL here, but they are going to try to push in. Mood dropped low, not taken down though. He's able to just surge himself out. Costabile, meanwhile, trying to keep the Weaver away from the fight over on the other side, and now that BKB comes into play as Analog's going to get taken down. Yuma pushing in. There's going to be your Song of the Siren, but with the BKB up on the Bloodseeker, he doesn't care. He'll drop the Rupture. The Naga Siren is not going to be able to do anything. He pushed into that fight without his TP up, so he couldn't leave. He was ruptured and stuck, and this, I don't know. Hokori have just been broken in this second game. I'm not sure what's up with them, but they look like a vastly different...
if Four Zoomers are playing careful, they go back, they get Roche, they get the Aegis, and then probably see them mop up the rest of the Hokori buildings. But yeah, this is a really strange game for Hokori.
Oh, Z-Freak.
Oh,
what a play. They're just going to go in for it. Static down. There's going to be the back in as well. Yuma just doesn't have any way out of this. He will fall. Gardic dead as well. Neither hero has buyback, and there's your GG. Hokori just get run out of the building here in Game 2 as Four Zoomers tie it up at 1 apiece.
Yeah, and I think really just it comes back to kind of wait for death almost in some situations, and I think that's where Mood needs to be.
Yeah, that's a good point. And Gunner in particular very rarely just sort of straight up loses a lane. He will either win it or draw. As speaking of winning, the Olakor, nice play. Spots out Husky in the river. No back.
Vitaly is almost level 6 with a full creep wave pushing into him, and it's going to be another creep wave in a second if he just keeps it static. But I do think this is not the lane they wanted, but bottom, ooh, big trades.
Analog was able to rotate in. The problem, Analog. So the maneuver from those supports is at least distracting enough, and now they're going to look to make the jump in. But look at that. They just juggle that Nightmare once again. They are still going to try and go for the kill with the Dream Coil. It's enough to take down Z-Freak, and well, Gunner, he's still going to get his kill. He'll take Gardic down. The Olakor is going to try to chase. Here comes Analog. Oh,
Actually decides to handle this here, but arrow.
they caught Gunner.
Uh-oh.
That's a big arrow play. They need a little bit more nuke damage. They will have to throw out the Dream Coil. Would have loved to make it happen without it, but you want the kill on Gunner more than any cooldown. But it forces the adjustment. Okay, Yuma says, I would like this kill, please. Thank you. Able to get a bit of a freebie there. Actually, his first kill up. They're still trailing by a couple thousand here.
No, it's definitely becoming a problem. And nice pick onto Mu. This is where he has to make the difficult decision, and he's not making any decision. So his backline gets cut off, and now it looks like Analog's dead as well. Okay, there you go.
Okay.
To him, and they could certainly make this play onto Vitali to actually have the damage, and someone's got to come. Someone needs to help.
There's no one there. Vitali's just going to be left all by himself, and they get that one pretty easily. And now, like for Hokori, because your Ursa can't get the Aegis, now you have to be very careful about how you approach these fights. But there's that burrow. Nice play from Mu. Blink burrow gets onto 2. Vitali just going to get taken down really right away. The Dream Coil will be deployed, but Analog doesn't have the health to fight this. He's going to get taken down. The Olicore trying to get in there with the Starstorm. It's enough to finish off 1 or 2, but they need more. And with Yuma coming in, they might just be able to get it. As they finished off Costabile, Z-Freak, though, quickly bought back and TP'd back in. They would like to keep this fight going. The Dust, though, is going to reveal Gunner. They hit him up with the Nightmare. Where's the arrow? They're going to be able to throw it out from long range. Yuma now trying to get in there for the damage. They're going to be able to take down that first life. What can Z-Freak and Husky do if they look to go in a second time? Irrelevant. Not going to be a secondary fight. They get the Aegis, have nothing to do against a BKB.
No, but this is a huge epi. Does he hit it? Oh, only onto one.
Analog.
They need the chains, but
Analog is trying to jump away. The Hand of God comes through, though, healing up for Zoomers. Analog ends up falling. Meanwhile, back in the river, Vitali and Gark are trying to do something here, but that Wukong's command really forces them to retreat, but they're not going to be able to get out. Burrow Strike comes in. They may not have the iron is hot here, and they might look for a little bit more. They've got eyes on Gardic. They've got the track onto him as well, so this is the part where things get a little bit dicey, although as I say that, okay, Vitali gets in there. He'll take down Husky. Golokor is going to be sacrificed, but now Analog joins. They're able to throw down that Dream Coil, but Analog, the second he goes in, he's just getting blown up. He is not durable in the slightest. Costabile hits him with the Boundless for the kill, and now that leaves Vitali to just run for his life, and he's not going to make it. This is just not...
for this item is because this Orchid got built up, and well, Vitali, well, that's just a sad death to give up, but they're going to make him work for it. Look at who, he just cancels it over and over, full damage.
Well, able to get the kill
on the Monkey King for his entire BKB. The Monkey King will die. They didn't even use Grip in that fight, and oh, Vitali.
Not going to be able to save him.
Oh, no.
He just can't survive. That's just Mu getting in there, and now, yeah, this is a problem. Jumping in, looking for more. Going to try to get on Gardic. That is a very impressive coil, though. It allows Yuma to get in onto Gunner, but he needs to be able to actually finish this kill. He can't quite get onto the Ember.
Oh, no.
And now he's lost his backup. Even if he gets this kill, I don't think it matters. The Yule Scepter is going to throw him up in the air. And Gunner's just walking away. Yuma's all by himself now, and he's going to get taken down. Tunnel vision.
Has it. I think Zoomers might not even be able to care about it, but oh no. They found the Ursa first again.
They're going to get in onto Husky at least, so that Hand of God is now no longer available. Is that going to be enough, though? Mu getting in there with the ult. Analog dropping low, trying to dodge his way out of this. For now, at least, he is going to survive, but they need to be able to deal with the other cores. Yuma and Vitali very low, not getting any hits onto Costabile at the moment, as Vitali is just going to have to try and Timber Chain himself out, not going to make it. Gunner takes him down for the triple, looking for the Ultra now onto the Ursa. And I do not think Yuma wins this one. Husky's going to steal the kill, but either way, it's a team fight victory to 4-Zoom.
They don't get dewarded here. Gardic got greedy. Didn't have the sentry.
Taken down quick.
But this is certainly going to be an expedition here.
Hold on. Enemy Yules. I don't know what he can do now. He can try and maybe jump with the orb, but it's a short jump and he's not going to make it. So, really, they can't afford to, but now their high ground is under attack. Force Staff pushing Costabile into the base a little bit there, but Hokori aren't going to commit fully forward, especially considering Aegis still has about a minute on that timer.
Ooh, and they should be able to get the Aegis away here, but oh, they don't want to fully commit.
Oh, Vitali.
And Mu.
He's in trouble. Wukong's command's going to come out. And well, Vitali just has to hold his own. He's not dead yet. Nope, never mind. Mu's able to finish him off. They did burn the Aegis to really just finish this one off and get those Megas online. Is there a response? There's a buyback from the Timber Saw. Analog's back in. But if they lose this fight, it's pretty much over. This is their last gasp. They're going to go in. Dream Coil's going to connect onto 2. But again, Analog, he's just not in the slightest bit durable. He is immediately killed off. Yuma now basically fighting by himself. His supports are trying to reposition. They're not going to be able to do so. this one is looking just about over. There's the GG call. Hokori will call it quits, and 4 Zoomers take back-to-back wins after dropping the first match here. They'll get the series, and they move on to the next round.
Yeah, and again, they had their fighting chance in this game.